going to learn how to use the ellipse command now. An ellipse is used a lot as a perimeter shape. It is also used in creating isometric drawings because you cannot see the circles in an actual circle shape in an isometric. So in an orthographic view, in most instances you're going to need to know the endpoint distances, and that would be along the major axis and minor axis. So on my screen currently you will see two lines. The one following along the x-axis is the major axis. The one following along the y is my minor axis because it is the shorter of the two. Of course, that can be inverted and have the major axis could be vertical orientation. But in most cases, you're going to know what the distance is using the center point. So again, if you'll look at your Draw toolbar, or you can go to your Draw pull-down menu. In most cases, you can always go to either one of those. You will see that is your ellipse. We have an ellipse that's based on known center point, an ellipse based on the axis endpoints, and we can draw a partial ellipse or an arc ellipse. So again, picking from our menus, I'm going to pick the center option first, and it's going to ask you where's the center of your ellipse. So if you have an axis already drawn, you can use that in this case, or I can come over here and pick an axis center point using my coordinate system or using absolute. So I have a selected point. Now it's asking to specify the endpoint on the axis. So depending on whether my ellipse is going to be oriented horizontally, I want to make sure that my angle is on correctly, and I can use my dynamic input and input that value. So my radius along that is going to be 2. So it's basically going to be 4 inches from end to end. Then I drag my cursor in the opposite direction, and I would type in the distance from the center to that top point for the minor axis of the ellipse. The next tool is the axis endpoints. So in this particular case, you would probably want to go ahead and have your axis drawn on there, or pick your first point and then again use your ortho mode and your dynamic input to pick the second point. Really not that much different, except I'm just not going from the center in this case. Now the minor axis would be the same. You're still picking it based on half of that distance out to that endpoint, but I'm still picking it on that. You also notice there's a rotation option. If we select on rotation, it would actually allow us to make a rotation around our axis. So again, probably really easy tools to use. You're not going to use ellipses that often. The elliptical arc is going to work on axis endpoint again, other end of axis, and then it's going to want to know what's the minor diameter, and then what is your angle? What is your specific start angle? So my start angle may be 0, and then my end angle may be 150. And so I just have a partial. Now again, not often will you have parts or drawings that you're going to be using some of these tools, but you never know when you'll encounter and might want to use an elliptical shape, or at least one portion of an elliptical shape to create that. But again, 3 different ways that you can draw that ellipse.